Hello everyone, my name is Jeff and today we are going to talk about Dragon Ball GT. I know, I'm excited too! What can we say about GT that hasn't already been said?
How dare they kill Piccolo like that?
Why did they turn Goku into a kid again?
They're just trying to relive the glory days of Dragon Ball.
The story sucked, the animation sucked, and I'm sure the GT in Dragon Ball GT stands for Goku time.
We can sit here all day and list all the problems with Dragon Ball GT, but what about the good stuff? Was there any good stuff? In my opinion, yes. Yes, there were. Let me know how wrong I am in the comments below. And while you're busy typing away, I'm going to list off 5 things that I believe Dragon Ball GT got right. My 5th favorite thing about GT? The Shadow Dragons. These guys make the list based on their concept alone. For while I do like what they represent, the arc itself was poorly executed. But hey, it was better than the Super 17 arc. Due to our hero's constant use of the Dragon Balls, they've become cracked and tainted with negative energy. So when they tried to summon Shenron again to fix all the damage 17 caused and revive Krillin, we're instead introduced to Black Smoke Shenron, who instead of granting their wish, essentially gives them the bird and spreads the Dragon Balls throughout the globe. But this time, each dragon hosts a Shadow Dragon, with one goal in mind: to spread their negative energy throughout the Earth until the Earth is rotten to the core. And of course it's up to Goku, along with Pan, to stop them. While it's nice to give each dragon its own design and personality, only 3 of them are memorable or any sort of threat to Goku. The rest of them kind of get lost in the shuffle. Plus, look at some of these designs. That's not a dragon, that's a mole. And that's a frog! You can't just draw random animals and call them dragons. That's like me going, that's a dog. That's a bird. That's the worst wrestling match in history. That is hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, the best thing about Dragon Ball. Like I said earlier, their concept is easily the best thing going for them. It was essentially,
You guys want me to grant your wish? Okay, but you'll pay for it later.
Noah Shenron is easily the most interesting of the bunch. It's just a shame that he, along with the other Shadow Dragons, with the exception of Sin, all become obsolete and forgotten by the end of the arc when Sin absorbs them to become Omega Shenron. Unfortunately, they really screwed the pooch with Omega. Because while his motivation is fascinating, it's never really touched upon, and he just comes across as a generic bad guy, which worked for King Piccolo, but here, it really falls flat. Especially when he has a strong motivation going on already. How could you screw this up, Toei? Think of the positives. Think of the positives. Well, the action scenes were kind of cool, and we did get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, so take that for what it's worth. And it easily leads into the best thing about GT, which obviously I will touch upon later. The tagline for this arc should have been, be careful what you wish for. I just wish they touched on this a bit more. But hey, I guess there has to be a reason they're at the bottom of the list. My 4th favorite thing about GT? Vegeta. While Vegeta's appearances were pretty sporadic, remember, GT, Goku time. What we do get of him is absolute gold. Vegeta, now supporting a new haircut, which doesn't really make any sense. A full-blooded Saiyan's hair doesn't change from the day they're born. And now supporting a mustache, which he shaves pretty early on because his daughter Bola says it makes him look like a geek. Don't worry, Vegeta. There's only one man who can rock the mustache. Freddie Mercury. But thanks to that, we get the classic line,
I shaved my mustache, you idiot!
Besides seemingly taking a little bit more pride in his appearance, even going as far as fishing for compliments, we see Vegeta turn from a proud warrior that we saw in Dragon Ball Z into a family man. Instead of doing what's best for himself, he does what's best for the planet. Heck, he even takes his daughter out shopping. Do you think he would have done that in Z? I don't think so. And in battles, he has no problems fighting alongside the rest of the gang, as opposed to going mano a mano so he can test the limits of his abilities. He even proclaims that he's the new protector of the Earth after Goku gets trapped in hell there for that short period of time. Yeah. How did that go, Vegeta? As I thought, even more surprising, it was actually his idea to fuse with Goku against his fight with Omega Shenron. Not Goku's idea, his idea. Apparently reluctantly, but hey, even Super he didn't want to fuse with Goku. Mind you, unless they decide to make the Z movies canon in GT, or we get Gogeta at some point down the line Super, that leads me to ask, how did Vegeta know about the fusion dance? And it's a bloody miracle he got right on his first try. Am I right? Minor plot hole aside, much like in Super, Vegeta is easily the best character in GT. Wish we could have got more of him, but what we did get, thumbs up. My third favorite thing about GT? The Baby Saga. Easily the best saga GT has going for it. And yeah, Baby's backstory is a little confusing, and it sucks a lot that Vegeta is taken out pretty early on, but hey, still the best story GT has told. So, take that for what it's worth. Baby, a parasite created by Dr. Mew. No, not that Mew! That Mew. A Tuffle who was kicked off their planet Tuffle by the Saiyans, which would then turn to Planet Vegeta. There's a little bit more to it than that, but honestly it gets really confusing. So, long story short, Baby's motivation is,
You took my planet, now I'm gonna take yours.
Baby manages to beat Goku, Trunks, and Pan back to Earth, during which time he managed to turn all of Goku's family and friends against him, with the exception of a select few people. Not even Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku can stand to Baby now, as he easily disposes him, and then uses the Black Star Dragon Balls to wish back a new planet Tuffle, to which he rules with an iron fist. Essentially, he rules the world, and as a villain, you really can't get much better than world domination, unless you're planning to destroy it at some point. While this arc does have quite a few ups, it also has a lot of downs. As I said earlier, Baby essentially takes control of Vegeta, taking him out of the arc for most of it. We get Maju, which amounts to nothing. And the pacing itself can be kind of poor and boring at certain points. But on the upsides, the action scenes were kind of cool. Actually, I think most of GT's fights were pretty cool. At least the big ones. We get the Golden Ozaru transformation and Super Saiyan 4. And believe me, Dragon Ball's still making a ton of money off Super Saiyan 4. Which leads to my second favorite thing about GT. Super Saiyan 4 itself. As a kid, I thought this form was the coolest, and even today, I still like it. This form was the absolute limit of Super Saiyan. Until we got Super Saiyan God, but that's a different story. I'm not here to talk about which form I think is stronger. I'm just gonna talk about what I personally enjoy about Super Saiyan 4. I don't care how strong it is. Yeah, a lot of people seem to speculate that it's 10 times stronger than Super Saiyan 3, but there's no real concrete evidence of it. Anyway, enough power scaling. I'm not here to power scale. I'm not. I just think Super Saiyan 4 is a really cool design. And I think a lot of people will agree with me on that. I think the red and black work really well with it. And yeah, I'm sure there are some people out there who wish that they made the fur and the hair gold, but I don't think this form would have been as memorable if it went down that route. I know there was some conception art to do that, but in the end, this is what we got, and I'm glad they went with it. I wish they kind of go into a little bit more detail how a kid transforms to an adult when they attain this form, and where their clothes come from. I mean, after all, you only attain this form after you become a Golden Ozaru. And unless you're wearing that super stretchy Saiyan armor, your clothes are gonna rip. So, where did these pants come from? There's something else I've always wondered about. How is it that Gogeta has red hair and brown fur when he's the fusion of two Saiyans that have black hair and red fur? I'm not saying that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta isn't cool. I like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta a lot. I'm just saying that the color scheme doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, when they first introduced this form way back when I was a young teenager, I loved it in all its furriness, and I still love it today. Is it my favorite Super Saiyan form of all time? I don't know, actually. Might be a list for a future video. We'll see. Heck, apparently Toriyama thought Super Saiyan 4 was cool, because he drew a sketch of it. You know something's good when it's Toriyama approved. Just ask Dragon Ball Evolution. Hey look, something worse than GT. And now, my all-time favorite moment about Dragon Ball GT is the ending. When you think about the end of Dragon Ball as a franchise, which ending do you tend to think about? Do you think about Goku leaving with Oob to train our new savior? I mean, look how well that turned out. Or do you think about the ending we got in GT? Goku just taking a stroll as we reminisce about all the memories Dragon Ball has given us. I know which one I think about. After Goku defeats Omega Shenron with the Universal Spirit Bomb, the original Shenron appears and explains that the Dragon Balls were never meant to be used that much, and thus he must leave the Earth for 100 years to dispel all the negative energy. Goku pleads with Shenron for one more wish, to return the Earth to the way it was before today, and reverse all the damage done. Shenron agrees, but Goku will have to come with him for 100 years, to make sure the negative energy is completely dispelled. Goku agrees, and names Vegeta the new protector of the Earth. Vegeta, between you and me, don't take it too seriously. As you've noticed, Goku doesn't exactly have the best track record for naming our new savior. 100 years pass and Goku returns, as an adult again! Yay! He watches his great-great-grandson duke it out with Vegeta's great-great-grandson, and just as the fight finishes, he leaves, without even saying hi. Typical Goku. And, as I mentioned earlier, Goku takes a nice little stroll and we reminisce about all the memories Dragon Ball has given us. And it's honestly beautiful. Yeah, okay, Dan Kokoro Hitai Teku doesn't really make a lot of sense when you actually know what they're singing about. A love song for a shonen anime? Really? But here it surprisingly works somehow. Don't ask me how it works, but it works. I guess because we all love Dragon Ball. Flaws and all. I do. Much like a lover, I accept Dragon Ball and everything it's given us. The good and the bad. And honestly, the first time I saw this, I nearly cried because I thought this was it. We weren't getting any more Dragon Ball. Akira Toriyama was done. Toei was done. That was it. Yeah, okay, there were some rumors of a new Dragon Ball series in the works, but those were all just rumors and nothing was ever really confirmed by Akira Toriyama or Toei itself. It would be almost 20 years later when we get some sort of a continuation to the Dragon Ball franchise in Super. And it doesn't even take place after GT. We're not getting a Super Saiyan 5 or however high they want to go. Instead, we get Super Saiyan God. And you know what? I think it's doing pretty darn well. So, good on you. And honestly, if that's really what's in Dragon Ball, I honestly don't think it can get much better than that. And that's what I personally like about Dragon Ball GT. Thumbs up this video if you like it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!